and these are like three purposes in the way that you could write them. But what you put is quite well, and then you're thinking about the resources immediately. So the resources you were talking about, this is the first big distinction you need to make, is between what is primary data and what is secondary data. Everything you mentioned is secondary data. Secondary data just means information that has been collected by someone else, okay? So we're talking about books, we're talking about articles, we're talking about government data, we're talking about reports, anything like that. Primary data, which you might be doing, you are, so that's really important. Primary data is information that you're going to collect or observe directly, okay? So you will be collecting. While secondary data is something that someone already has collected. So if you go thinking now in primary data, so primary information, there's three different types of research you can be carrying out. So qualitative, mixed methods, and quantitative. Okay, what I'd like you to do is, in activity 2, look at the method. So you looked at what you answered in activity 1, and on activity 2, think a bit more what kind of methods you think you might use. Think also, are you going to use primary research, secondary research, and if you're using primary research, what kind of methods you might use to answer your objectives. That make sense? Okay, if you write down like 5 minutes, good, thank you. So think about the methods you're going to use and why. It's interesting. I like that you all are thinking you're going to use a lot of methods, and we're going to talk about project planning in a bit. You need to be careful in terms of how much time are you actually going to have. And it's brilliant that you want to do a lot of things, but then you need to plan it really well.